So you get this question in an interview. Tell us about a situation where you have failed. And you're thinking to yourself, why are they asking this question? Like, why are you asking me this question? Why is it that you want to hear about my failure? Calm down, calm down, calm down. I'll help you answer the question. When you are asked in an interview, tell me about a situation where you have failed. What exactly is the recruiter or the interviewer trying to understand? Let's break it down. What the recruiter is trying to understand is, I want to understand if you're the kind of person who is introspective enough to be able to identify when you've done something wrong. Now, believe it or not, there are some categories of people that they are never wrong. They are always right. Everything they do is right. Everything they do turns to gold. You are not in that category. You may not be in that category. You might be one of us, one of us that makes mistakes. So feel free to understand that the interviewer is just trying to understand, where do you fall? Are you one of the few or you're one of the many? Now, it's not bad if you're one of the many who makes mistakes. I make mistakes. And of course, when you get into an interview, you're not now going to dig up your worst mistake. And this is not what we're asking you. We're not asking to find out at that time when you were at your lowest. You know how you now begin to recount the story and then you get emotional and you derail? Please do not do that. That's not what you were asked. You were simply asked, tell us about a situation where you maybe handled a project and the project didn't go well. Please, in answering this question, do not try to mask a success story that started out as a failure. We're looking for the story that actually was a failure end to end. It might have started out well, but then it ended up failing. We're not looking for the one that started as a failure and then ended up being a success. No, we're looking for that one that was truly a failure story. So to be able to answer this question adequately, I need you to dig into your recesses, of your memory recesses, and find a story of something which I'm sure could have happened to you, where you tried something, worked on a project, and that project didn't go well. Obviously, it's one of those that you got feedback, you didn't like, you were not happy. But in recounting this story, you're not going to tell us how you felt about the feedback. Again, let's not go down that emotional hill. All we're just looking for at this point is, we want to understand if you're able to actually own up to the fact that you've done something that didn't go well. That's what we want to understand. We want to know if you're a human being of integrity, which I am sure you are. So find an example that shows how you worked on something that didn't work. Then secondly, we're trying to understand if you're also the kind of person who takes responsibilities for your action. What did you do in that project, in that situation that you should not have done? And how are you able to take responsibility for the action for the things that you did that didn't go well? Your story must reflect that. So please, again, when asked this question, let's not